Hey everyone, it's Steven from Tostemac, and welcome back to the Tostemac Talks, where we sit back, relax, and I talk about life. And before you ask, no, I do not intend on doing the entire video with a face mask on. That was just for the thumbnail. Also, my mom made this. Thank you very much, Mom. Now, if you have been watching some of my most recent videos that I've done, and thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate that, then you'll probably have noticed that they are a bit more unusual than my regular repertoire, if you will. And that's because instead of talking about autism like I usually do, I've been addressing the COVID-19 or coronavirus pandemic going around right now. And I want to let you know that I did not originally plan on making these videos. I didn't. I wasn't looking at this in the news when it first started up and thought, I should make a video on this right away. No. But the more that it became a bigger issue, the more that I saw the impact it was having on our society, I knew I couldn't ignore it. I had to make the videos in an attempt to not only inform the public of what's going on and redirect them to the CDC website, but also to give them a bit of hope, a bit of encouragement, to let them know that things will get better and there are some elements in our lives that we can still control. But today, I want to take some time in this video to talk about how me and my family are coping with the COVID-19 pandemic. So, good news right away, we're all fine. And me and my family have never had the COVID-19 and we're taking all the precautionary measures. And for those that are working among our family, we're all considered essential and we can still go to work and pay the bills. Yay! And the more I think about it, the more I realize how lucky we really are. I felt like we really dodged a bullet this time. Otherwise, I doubt I'd be able to do any of this right now. But of course, that doesn't make this pandemic any easier to deal with. There's this new atmosphere in the air. You probably noticed it when you were walking around, either maybe around the neighborhood or in the grocery stores. You've noticed that things are very different right now. Like at the workplace I usually go to as a cashier, we have a lot more precautions to take, like wearing gloves and the face masks are now mandatory. There's these barriers that separate me and the customer. And every time they use the pin pad, we have to wipe it down with the disinfectant spray and the wiper. And we also have to maintain social distancing, which if you've been to a place like Walmart, the Home Depot, or Lowe's or whatever, you'll know that it's much more easier said than done. And sorry, it's a lot to take in and a lot to think about. There have been a bunch of customers that are a bit more paranoid about the coronavirus and they're kind of freaking out about, keep the 6 feet distance. But there's also a lot of people that were thanking me and my associates for working when we didn't have to. I gotta say, it felt really good to be appreciated during those times, taking time in the day to help out customers the best way I can, whether they're in a good mood or in a bad mood. It was a silver lining, to best describe it in this rather chaotic time. And there's also been a lot of talk about the protests that have been going around across the country, demanding that the lockdown be lifted. Now, since I still work, I can't fully understand the other side of the argument. I can understand not being able to work, and that's would frustrate you, not being able to get the paychecks to get the bills paid, or do the things you want to do, or go to places to interact with certain people that you could only interact with by being there. I can understand that. But I cannot understand everything else that's going on in the argument, and I'm not going to pretend to. That's just going to make me sound like an idiot. But my biggest fear right now is if we reopen the places across the country too early, if we lift the lockdown without taking the necessary precautions or until the first wave goes down, then what's going to happen is, or at least I fear, is we're going to have a second wave of coronavirus cases that are much worse than the first, and this time the restrictions will be far more strict. That is my biggest concern, and I've actually talked to a bunch of customers a couple days ago before recording this, asking their opinion, and there's no clear consensus amongst them either. Some are saying yes, lift the lockdown. Some are saying no, don't lift the lockdown yet. It's a choice between the health of the communities and the country's economy, both of which are very important, and it feels like we have to choose one or the other unless we can find some form of compromise. I gotta say, I really do not envy the people that have to make these choices, especially the president of all people. I feel bad for him. Like, no matter what choice he makes, people are going to get angry at him. Whether he has the people in the states lift the lockdown or keep the lockdown, people are not going to be happy with him either way. But I think the most important thing to remember right now is that we cannot spend time pointing fingers and placing blame at other people. Like, the news media is all like, oh, this is the president's fault. He should have been more responsible. And then people I meet at the stores are like, the news media is just blowing this out of proportion, or where did this virus come from? It's their fault, or stuff like that. But we need to remember that pointing fingers at other people right now is not going to help. What is going to help is staying together through these tough times by maintaining social distancing, making sure everybody's healthy, and just sticking together until this crisis is over. That's what's going to get us through in the end, not placing blame on whoever. So that's basically my thoughts on the current situation with the COVID-19 pandemic. But what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? What are your thoughts on the lockdown? Should they be lifted now? Should we wait? I don't know. Let us know in the comments section below. Let's start a conversation here, but let's try best to keep it polite and professional. And with that, I'll go and end the video now. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to Tostemac to stay up to date in our latest videos, and it really helps me out. Next week, I want to do one final video for the coronavirus, and that is a Q&A video. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Either email me or let us know in the comments section below, and me and Mom will answer it to the best of our ability. So, thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, stay safe out there.